And welcome back to the New York Giants franchise rebuild. Here today, we have playoff football. Here in the wild card round, it's the Detroit Lions versus the New York Giants. As the Lions this campaign were the number 6 seed here in the postseason, as the Giants have won their division, got us a home field advantage ball game as we are the current 3rd seed. And you know, it took us a long way, but we got to 10-6 here in 10-7 here in year 3, and got to be a bit proud of this team, of course. Offensively, we're actually 4th points per game scoring wise. So we had an offense that could put up points, but we had the 31st ranked offense, the number 1 rushing offense, the 32nd ranked in terms of points gave, but I think that's mostly due to the interceptions. 26 in passing yards and then 24th in rushing yards. So the defense that I hype up a lot statistically isn't the best. I guess other teams can stop the run a little bit better in the passing and as well as passing yards, but I do think our team has improved across the board. For this Lions team, they are led by their defense. They don't allow a lot of points and they don't allow teams to run the football. Or pass the football. Already something that we don't really do. They're in the middle of the road in terms of rushing yards, so I think we're going to lead on more of Montgomery today. Now, we are welcoming back Dexter Lawrence, so Dexter is healthy for this postseason, but Burns is out, and we just lost Wan'Dale Robinson. So that means Mike Evans and John Ware are both going to have to step up this week. We will get Theo Johnson back as well, but regardless, this is a tough opponent. Detroit a year ago beat us in the regular season, which from there, we lost just about every single game besides one. And Detroit was the start of it. So let's go check this Lions team out. They have brought in a lot of players of us. So let's go see what they've constructed. And here are the Detroit Lions, 299 overalls here in Penei Sewell and Amara St. Brown. 2 very good players. Aiden Hutchinson is here, Frank Ragnow. Still a lot of core pieces of this team. They have Jared Goff here at quarterback. Jamie Day here might be their future starter, but Goff is still here. Gibbs is still there back with a couple younger guys behind him. At receiver, St. Brown. Phillips here, 2nd-year man, and a couple other young guys, but they have Darius Slayton. Slayton a year ago was, this is his 2nd year on Detroit. Didn't do much in his 1st year, but his 2nd year, he had a very good season, and we're gonna expect to see Slayton a lot today. Phillips here is their deep threat. He basically replaces Williams. Excellent speed. Yeah, he's a fun player to have. Of course, they have Sam LaPa here. Very good tight end. The offensive line, they have slowly started bringing in a couple new pieces. We'll see how they'll play, but it's still very good. Rookie Alfonso Kidd was their 1st-round pick, as they pair him up with Aiden Hutchinson. As they also have Jose Zimenez here, who actually had a breakout season this campaign. This is Simmons' 1st year here in Detroit. 6 sacks. I mean, throughout this series, he's kind of been a disappointment, but 6 sacks for the ex-Giant here. They also have a superstar rookie linebacker, I see. And in terms of the secondary, nothing, well, very good. Branch, they have Arnold here. Very good secondary. I'm expecting a tough, hard-nosed battle here in the wild card round. Can we beat the Detroit Lions? And can we finally win our first postseason game? It starts here and now. Throwaway records. It's time to have some fun here in the postseason. As it's Super Wild Card Weekend. And here in year 3 of the Giants franchise, John Sherman has led his team to back-to-back playoff appearances. A year ago, we lost to the Carolina Panthers here in the wild card round, and now we're trying to kind of erase the year ago and get our first victory versus this 9-8 Detroit team that a year ago beat us and kind of had this snowball effect where we went 1-7 in the last 8 weeks of the season, including playoffs. We have a little bit of history here. Detroit has brought in a few former Giants, so we'll see how we'll play against them, and we'll see how with no Burns as well as no Wandale, how we'll handle those two injuries. And leading out his Detroit offense, the veteran quarterback here in Jared Goff. He's regressed to a 77 overall. I don't know how good he was out of the box. And a pretty bad season here for Goff. 20 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. I'm expecting our defense to be able to get a couple turnovers here or there, seeing those numbers. But I expect them to try to run the ball a lot with Gibbs, and St. Brown is their main weapon. But welcome back to the starting lineup. Here's Dexter Lawrence. Kind of a quieter season, I feel like, but Dexter comes in with a first big play here in wildcard action. A nice TFL. Detroit will stay in the I formation here. Gibbs is still the back. Sam will be the motion man here, as they're gonna turn to play action. Goff, plenty of time, floats it, and that ball is gonna fall off the mark. It's 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 13, New York defense trying to get off the field. Here comes Goff, looks to throw, sends it underneath here, and this is caught here, but a gain of 10, and it's a 4th down. Bobby Okereke with a tackle. Now let's get our offense out there and put up 6. And here comes the second-year quarterback in John Sherman. Definitely having a sophomore slump. He's thrown more interceptions, less touchdowns from a year ago, 31 to 25, and about 400 less passing yards. He has taken a step back, but I do think, he's the man moving forward for us. So we'll start in the shotgun here. Tyrone Tracy is the back. Tracy will get the call. He picked up 800 yards this campaign and 9 scores. No Wandale. How will this passing game affair? Here comes Sherman. Looks to throw. Connects here, and this is Malik Neighbors. 3rd season in a row for Neighbors with 1,000 yards. He's been an excellent playmaker for us. I think he also had a down year, but that's mostly due to John Sherman. As our breakout star is the veteran runner, and David Montgomery, the ex-Lion as well. A little bit of revenge for him. Montgomery stays in. Here on 2nd down, Sherman looks to throw. Wants John Ware, and he can't reel in the pass. Ware needs to have a big day today. John Ware is going to be playing in the slot today. That's usually where Wandale plays. 3rd down and 6 here. Sherman will look to throw, as he wants Ware again, and this time he hangs on, breaks a tackle, and John Ware gets his team past midfield. I formation now here for the Giants. Sherman, play fake, looks to throw, and that ball sails on him. He wanted Theo Johnson. Staying in the I here for the Giants. This time Montgomery gets the call, bouncing off defenders, and he gets the 1st down and more. Tracy now checks right back in after the big run, and he gets another carry, as Tyrone will get another 1st down. Here at the 22, Sherman in the shotgun. He looks to throw. Wants Theo Johnson, and again the ball is off the mark. That time, he had a legitimate chance. 3rd down and 6 here for the Giants. Empty goes Sherman. Sends it here, and that's off the lineman's back. And that ball falls incomplete, thankfully, and everyone has no idea what the fuck just happened. But New York will have to settle for 3. 35-yard attempt. I've been bad at this throughout the whole series, so it is definitely entertaining for me to do this. Kick will be good, thankfully. We're up 3-0. As Jared Goff here will start at his own 27, down by 3. Here comes his 2nd possession. Gibbs will get the call. This time getting more positive yards, gain of 4. No Burns. Jonathan Cooper will be getting more snaps this week again. As this carry goes to Gibbs, Gibbs weaves through the defense, and he will pick up a 1st down. Back to the I formation here, as this is going to be play action, and Derek Parks, he's going to get home, the 2nd-year safety, who's quietly has been an excellent addition to this secondary, and he gets a big-time sack here in the playoffs. Second down and 18, offset I formation out here for Goff. As they're gonna go more play action, more pressure, Simmons! Isaiah Simmons getting home. Dexter Lawrence provided a bit of pressure. And this New York front is really in the head here of Jared Goff. The Giants send another blitz here. Third down and 30. New York does send more. Goff escapes, finds his man, and that's Phillips here, the second-year receiver. And our defense will be forcing another 3 and out. John Sherman takes the field at his own 17, looking to add on to the 3 from last drive. Looks to throw. John Sherman sending it here. Neighbors got underneath it. Caught here, tackled at the 28. We haven't seen too many big plays here to Malik, and we've needed some. And we got one here in the wild card round. John Sherman threw a beauty here. And Neighbors just got right underneath it. Big time play here for the Giants. Montgomery checks back in. Motioned out wide as Sherman will look to throw. Steps up. Once Mike Evans got it. And Evans caught into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. What the hell did Mike Evans just do to that defender? Wow. Evans has been a very solid addition to this team. I wouldn't say he's been perfect, but he just steals that football and then he just gets into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Fantastic first quarter here for the Giants. They're up 10-0 here as Detroit is reeling. Going to now the passing game, St. Brown. He can do some damage quickly. He gets the first down and more. Here at the beginning of the second quarter, Jared Goff trying to answer with some points on this drive. He'll start at his own 34, second down. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Felt some rush. Got the ball to Gibbs. Gibbs broke a tackle. Breaking tackles. And tackled at midfield. Detroit now bringing a jumbo package here. Motioning Sam now. As they're going to hand the ball off. And his defense won't allow Gibbs anywhere. They're at the 15 now. Goff looks to throw. Sends it underneath. That ball's incomplete. They're down and 10 here. Goff now needing to keep this drive alive. Looks to throw. And he throws it away. He throws it to no one. It's Jared Goff, I guess, is just playing for the punt. Not a very good punt here for Detroit, as New York will have good field position and all the momentum's on their side. The Giants are looking to add on to their already impressive lead, 10-0. Here's Montgomery breaking tackles to get 6. Third down and 2. Sherman will send out Montgomery wide, as he will go empty here. Sherman looks to throw. Got hit before he could throw it. He does, thankfully, and it falls incomplete. Now Detroit defense will be forcing a punt. Goff will now start at his own 14. Now he's trying to answer here. Feelings from rush here by Dexter Lawrence. Now by Thibodeau. Stays strong in the pocket to find Slayton. And Darius Slayton is tackled here at the 46. The ex-Giant making a big play. Giants front 4 can get to the quarterback. Here comes more play action. Goff staying strong in the pocket. Testing Branford. And you shouldn't do that. Christian Branford's 9th interception this season, including the postseason. What a free agent acquisition here for the Giants. Back to work is John Sherman in the offense. Here comes Montgomery, and Aiden Hutchinson has to stop him. Gracie checks in now, and he's sent out wide to an empty look. Goes is Sherman, looks to throw, wants Theo Johnson, and it's off his hand as Jack Campbell was in coverage. They're down in 6 now. Montgomery sent out wide. Sherman looks to throw, felt the rush, ball's on the ground, and New York thankfully picks it up, as we need to settle this game down a little bit. Detroit takes over now, as Goff coming off the interception. He struggled today. Can he continue to perform? Go play action. Nope, McFadden. He's in the backfield. New York defense being able to get home off blitzes. Play action game has not worked out here for the Lions at all. Here comes Goff. Sends it underneath here. Caught here. Gain of only 3. Third down and 15. Goff in the shotgun. desperate for a first down. Takes the snap, he looks to throw, sending out deep, and he's intercepted again. This time by the rookie Demetrius Evans. And Evans up the field, Gibbs trying to tackle him. He does so, but the rookie safety corner does it all here in the defensive backfield. And Demetrius Evans, he's picked 20th overall, and this is his 4th interception, including postseason. New York now, they can definitely score on this drive. Here comes Malik Neighbors, and he can't hang on. This Detroit offense, or defense, has definitely played a lot better throughout this game. Montgomery goes up the gut, gain of 7, making this a 3rd down and easy. 3rd down and 6 now. Less than 4 minutes to go. Sherman will go into an empty look. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Wants Evans, and Mike can't hang on. It's off his hands, and he could have scored for the 2nd time today. I think we'll just settle for 3. Make this game by 13. You know, it's maybe a wasted opportunity, but our defense is playing lights out football. We have to be able to make sure we can manage to get as many points as we can, just in case if our defense allows a touchdown drive or 2. Well, back-to-back drives here for Goff, throwing interceptions. How will he respond? Looks to throw. This time it's Thibodeau. He gets home. Giants' 4th sack as a unit. And Goff, he just can't do anything. 2nd down and 18 now, here at the 18. Goff has to throw. Plenty of time this time. Takes a deep shot. Slayton left alone. And Darius Slayton will score a touchdown and get Detroit right back in today's action. Wow. A 73-yard touchdown for Darius Slayton. He's, you know, this is something that I definitely miss from Slayton. But what a play here. And Detroit is right back into today's action. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. New York now. They got to be able to find more than just 3 on this drive. Gain of 6 here from Montgomery. 3rd down and 3. New York will go before the 2-minute warning. Connects here with Tracy as we have 2 minutes to go now in the first half. 2-minute drill now here for the Giants, starting at midfield. Once Neighbors connect, easy pitch and catch there to the 3rd-year man. 2nd down and 4. Tracy is the back. Motion man is Theo Johnson. As Johnson is the target here, finally got him one. And we've targeted him deep down the field today. Yet to make one happen. 3rd down and 2 here for Sherman. Motioning out wide is Montgomery. As Sherman will be in an empty look. Looks to throw. Wants Evans underneath. And Mike Evans hangs on. And he keeps the possession alive. Past midfield are the Giants. Here comes Sherman. Looks to throw. Not liking much of anything as he extending. Wants Johnson, and he can't connect there. Just too low. 2nd down here for Sherman. Looks to throw. Wants the wheel. We're out. And this is Montgomery. And 38 yards goes Montgomery. Touchdown, New York. Back up by 2 scores. And New York here is right back in front. 37 seconds to go here. Can Detroit do anything with it? Find St. Brown, and that's a good start. Goff hit the big play to Slayton on the last drive. Now as they're putting together a solid one here, right back to Brown, and it's off his hands a little bit behind him. Goff is forced to go empty here, trying to spread out this defense, but Dexter Lawrence got almost home, and that forces the throwaway. As we're gonna be the ones to send us into halftime as we're up here 20-7 here in wild card action. As the Giants defense is really leading us by example. They already have 4 sacks, 2 interceptions. They're playing great football right now, and they got to keep it up. Offensively, we have 1 fumble that we recovered, but I wouldn't sit here and say that Sherman's played particularly bad. I think he's played better than... I think he's playing to what he's been doing over this last month or so. Just got to keep running the football. Defense has to keep playing their thing. And no turnovers. As John Sherman here will start with the football here at the beginning of the second half. He just can't be the reason we lose today. You know, he's been throwing darts. He's been, I think, throwing pretty well. He has a couple touchdowns. John Sherman just can't be the reason we lose the game today. So, game plan is to try to run the football, try to end each possession now with at least some type of points. As we'll start with a Montgomery run, gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 9. New York is kind of forced to throw here. Evans is the motion man. Sherman looks to throw. Wants Theo Johnson. And that ball is knocked down. They blanket him so far today. Now here comes Jared Goff. He needs to have the reverse of the first half. Sacked a lot. Threw 2 interceptions. He has really one big play today. But he now needs to have a comeback here in wild card action here at the beginning of the second half. His defense just forced a quick 3 and out. Can he take this momentum now and end in 6? Starting the power look as Detroit will go to the ground game. Our defense will only allow 3. Off will go empty here as he has a bunch formation here to his right, motioning Gibbs. Has plenty of time. Goff sending a deep shot here. St. Brown. Can he get underneath it? He can. Over Derek Parks. Chapman is hurt as well. Oh my God. And they got another big play here. 4 yards away from scoring, and we just lost one of our starting defensive linemen. That means probably Leonard Sapp will have to take over. 1st down and goal here now, here for the Lions. End zone touchdown. Amara St. Brown, as he will make this game by 6. John Sherman in the offense here. Got to settle back in. Here comes a Montgomery run. This helps. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Sherman takes the snap. He looks to throw. Standing strong in the pocket. He waited for Neighbors, and he got underneath it. Malik Neighbors. One man to beat. Breaks a tackle. Tackled here. Goal to go action here for the New York Giants. Wow. Malik Neighbors. This time with a catch and run off the slant. And that safety just took the bad angle. And he's able to set us up goal to go now. 1st down and goal here from the 6. Sherman takes the snap. Looks to throw. End zone. Theo Johnson. Got it. Touchdown, New York. And we're back up here by 2 scores. If Jared Goff can hit some big plays, so can we. Wow. Set up by Neighbors. Finished here by Johnson. John Sherman in the offense will go for 2 here. Takes the snap. Here comes Tyrone Tracy, and Tracy gets in. And we have officially a 14-point lead. As Detroit now, they gotta be able to score basically on every drive. Detroit here will have the football. They scored on their last drive. Can they do it again? Jared Goff will go play action at his defense. They're just waiting for him. Sacked here back at the 19. McFadden Okereke. This Detroit team just needs to stop doing play action. 2nd down and 19. New York sends a blitz. Goff off his mark as Thibodeau provided the rush. 3rd down and 19 here for Goff. As he will look to throw, sets up a little screen. Gibbs will make the catch, but he won't even get close. 4th down. John Sherman on the offense will start at their own 28. Starting with a run here with Montgomery. Gain of 11. I saw open field. I wish Montgomery had just a little bit more speed. Good starter drive opener. As New York now brings Tracy in and motioning Evans. And he will find Mike Evans. And Evans will pick up a 1st down and more. He's been more involved today. Fresh set of downs here. Motioning Trey Elms. And here comes Montgomery. Cuts it outside. And he will pick up 11 more. So New York's been able to hit some big plays now. Gain of 10 plus on the last few plays. Sherman wants Neighbors. And he can't hit him. It's off his hands. 2nd down and 10. Sherman stays in the aerial attack. This time wants Tracy. Tracy's able to cut upfield for a 1st down. It's Detroit's defense just cannot stop the nosebleed right now. Tracy again, staying on his feet, and he picks up 5. I formation here for the Giants. Sherman, he will go play action, looks to throw, end zone, Neighbors! Got him! Touchdown, New York! As New York here, looking to get their first victory here in MetLife under John Sherman. The first victory here in MetLife Stadium since 2011. We're 3 years, so this is 2028, so it's been a while. Detroit now down by 3 scores. This Giants team, they're definitely stoked. They want to get right back to Goff. As Goff will look to throw off the blitz, feeling some rush. Bond and company, number 6 of today for this Giants front. Wow. Jared Goff and his offense has not performed particularly consistent or great. Goff drops back, Simmons yet again. And this New York defense, they are doing an excellent job today. Makes it 3rd down and 25. Another screen is set up. Thibodeau knocks it away. And this New York team, they're in sync right now. This Giants offense takes over at their own 42, wanting another touchdown, as Montgomery picks up 3. All the momentum here is on New York's side. Tracy motions out wide, looks to throw a Sherman, as he wants Evans, got him, and Mike Evans picks up 4. 3rd down and 3, New York, trying to keep the drive alive. Tracy motions out wide, looks to throw a Sherman, as he's undercut, should have been picked, and that was knocked away. We'll punt here. Now Jared Goff starts at his own 4. This defense, you know they're thinking, trying to get a safety here or something. 33 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Goff throws it out quickly, and it's only a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Now go I formation here for the Lions. Here comes Gibbs now, and Gibbs won't go far. We have 1 quarter to go here in wild card action. 3rd down and 4 here. Jared Goff will look to throw. Felt some rush, sending it over the middle, and that ball falls incomplete. Cooper this time was the man who provided the rush. And Detroit will probably have to punt here yet again. You're the Giants right now. You got to try to take some time off the clock, get some first downs. Sherman looks over the middle, and that ball was dangerously thrown. 3rd down and 10 here. New York does not want to get the ball right back. Sherman sends it. Theo Johnson for 6. As both teams exchange punts here. As Detroit now, less than 9 minutes to go. They have to figure something out. Quick throw, that ball is batted away. This time it's Banks. Goff goes into an empty look now. He needs to find the end zone quickly. Over the middle, here's Sam. 7 yards here, 3rd down. 3rd down and 3, faces Goff. Time is not on his side, looks to throw, sends it. Gibbs reels it in here at the 49. Drive being put together here by Goff, but still, he's down by 3 scores. There's a little screen now. Here is Gibbs breaking free, and Jahmyr Gibbs is able to get 11. Here at the 39 of New York, it's Goff here, motions out the receiver in Slayton. Slayton is the target, and he picks up 7. Empty now goes Goff. As New York sends a blitz, Jared doesn't like anything, takes another sack, number 8 today for this defense. McFadden in the backfield. Putting some pressure now on this Detroit offense. 3rd down and 10. Goff takes the snap, looks to throw, and he cannot hit Slayton. It's 4th down, and they gotta go for it. Detroit now faces a 4th down and 10. 6:15 to go. Looks to throw his Goff, sends it, and that ball is batted away by Banks again. Turnover on downs. And now if you're this Giants offense, you just got to try to run the football and run as much time off the clock as you can. David Montgomery with 6:11 to go. He's trying to finish today's action. He'll start with a good run, and David Montgomery will pick up 11 more. Fresh set of downs here for the Giants. As Montgomery's expected to get these carries, he gets 2 more. 3rd down and 9, New York will stay on the ground. Montgomery gets the first down, picking up yards. Penalty is thrown though, And I think it's coming back, and it is. Holding on the Giants. 3rd down and 19 after the penalty. Devin Singletary, his first touch, will go for a big run here, and Montgomery will make this a 4th down and 2 at the 42 of Detroit. 59-yard field goal attempt for the rookie to make this game by 24. And here comes the kick. It should be a good one, and it's good as we're up 38-14. Less than 4 minutes to go now. Jared Goff, he needs a miracle and more. Goff felt the rush, and he goes down. Cooper, his turn, number 9 for this defense. Wow. This Giants front 7 has been able to get to Goff 9 times already. Goff sets up a little screen, and it will be a good play here, but it's only going to make this a 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 10 here for Goff. Another screen is set up as Gibbs breaks a tackle. Leonard Sapp will make this a 4th down. 4th down and 6 here for Jared Goff. This is not looking too good for him. Looks to throw. He connects with his man, Phillips. 1st down. 2nd down and 10 here. Jared Goff. He'll look to throw. Plenty of time. Finds Jahmyr Gibbs now, who broke free. 2 minutes to go now here. The wild card action. As New York, they're looking to pick up their first playoff victory here in the franchise. We should be getting it here today. As Detroit's offense just got punished today, and our offense was hitting on all cylinders as well. As this is Sam Lapora, who's going to get a big gain here. Detroit has hit some big plays, but, you know, it was just not enough. Jared Goff being picked off twice, sacked 9 times. Can we make it 10 here with a minute 20 to go? Here comes Goff. Quick 3. Here's Slayton. And another timeout used here by Detroit. Make this a 3rd down and 3. Detroit can pick up a 1st down here. As here's Goff, pressured, and he hits his receiver for a touchdown. This is Phillips, the 2nd-year man. He'll get into the end zone, as actually all 3 of the receivers have scored today. Detroit's going to go for 2 now, trying to make this game by still 2 scores. Goff looks end zone, and it's incomplete. This game will be by 18. As Detroit will send out their onside kick attempt. They'll be picked up here by Luke McCaffrey, the new receiver, because of Wandale's injury. And New York here in wild card action can just take a knee, maybe 1 or 2. Well, actually, we'll have to take all 3. But we'll be getting our first playoff victory here in the franchise. And here in wild card action, the New York Giants will be moving on to the divisional round, as they have just beaten the Detroit Lions 38-20. A monster day here for both sides of the football. Offensively, I felt like we could run the football effectively. We could pass the football effectively. We hit some big plays to Malik Neighbors. Mike Evans stepped up, threw it over to the defense. We didn't allow them to do much of anything. Yes, they had 3 touchdown drives, but 2 of them were really just a couple big, deep shots that, you know, it's okay if we allow those from time to time. They really only put together 1 possession where they went down the field and scored. But Goff was sacked 9 times, picked off twice. Huge game. We're going to head off to the divisional round, as John Sherman had, I would say, a solid day. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Happy to see that. Close to 300 passing yards. Almost 100 yards here for Montgomery. And Malik Neighbors, 5 catches, $150 and a score. We saw Evans and Johnson score. I tried to get the ball more to Theo, but just nothing was working down the field. But Malik Neighbors, he stepped up in a big time way. Same thing here with Mike Evans. 4 catches for a touchdown and 50 yards. That's really nice to see. 1 sack allowed here by the line. And then our defense here, I mean, McFadden played one of his best games. He's been playing elite football all year round. 2.5 sacks for him. Our blitzes worked. And our 2 outside defensive backs each picked up an interception. So, And even Devontae Banks had a solid day as well as our fourth corner. But now, just checking out on the injury report, Elijah Chapman. He's going to be out for the rest of this postseason. Chapman this campaign posted up 11 TFLs, a career high in sacks and tackles, 29 and 5 respectfully. Chapman as an undrafted player to start out this series, he's played excellent. He's played the most snaps he has in a campaign. I mean, he's a very solid piece for our defense. But now he's going to be out for the rest of the year. We're going to probably have to bring in someone. Maybe. I don't even know if we have enough money to do so. But who will we be playing now in the divisional round? I did not see any scores, so, you know, most likely either the Falcons or the Bears. Potentially another matchup here with the Dallas Cowboys. So, let's see. Who will we be playing here in the divisional round? As it will be Giants versus Bears here in MetLife Stadium, as the Chicago Bears beat the Atlanta Falcons 28-14. Caleb Williams popped off versus Michael Penix as they ran the ball well with DeAndre Swift. You see Pete here, the star rookie that the Falcons drafted first overall, played well. Romeo Duzé popped off. Good day here for this Bears team, and they're our next opponent. This should be a fun one versus a talented team. And we see an upset here in LA as the Cowboys with veteran quarterback Dak Prescott made, I guess, enough throws to get his team to beat the rookie Brad Wilkins, who beat us all the way back in week 1. He's the rookie of the year. I believe so, at least. And on the NFC side, or the AFC side, KC won, the Texans won, and the Jags won. So it will be Bills versus the Panthers, Chiefs versus Texans, Packers versus Cowboys, and Giants versus Bears. And the Bears are our next opponent. Let's see if we can sign another defensive tackle. I don't know if we even have enough money. So even trying to sign the cheapest deal, we are 20K shy of being able to do so. So what's the move here? We are getting Brian Burns back and healthy. So we might be going into this divisional game here a little weak at the defensive tackle position. Looks like we had a weekly award, and that goes to John Sherman. 4 touchdowns, sacked once, had a fumble, but played good. So I think that's also his first time being the player of the week. But yeah, guys, next time it will be divisional football versus the Chicago Bears. Potential run here, maybe? I mean, you know, I said this, I started talking about this, maybe, let's go to the regular season. I started talking about this right around at this point here versus the Cardinals. That we didn't really understand what was wrong with this team. And we still kind of don't, because turnovers play us. The passing game at times can, defense can allow points. But regardless, our team has turned it around over this last month here in December versus the Cardinals, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks, beating up on those teams. And for the Texans game, you know, in reality, they were a much better team all around than us. And we had a 21-point lead, but we kind of let it slipped away from us. Other than that blemish, we have been very good. And now we're going to be focusing here on the Chicago Bears versus Caleb Williams and company. So the Bears are currently the 5th seed. I want to see their record because I think they went 10-7. So this might be a team that, you know, is again right around our same skill level in terms of talent on the team. So this is, in my opinion, a major test for us. You know, we kind of were able to beat our demons, beating the Cowboys twice and Philly once. But other than those victories, I can't think of any other victory that really stands out. So this could be if we can get this win and get to the NFC Championship game, this could be like a huge momentum swing for a lot of starters, especially John Sherman moving forward to continue to rebuild around him. But yeah, guys, next time, Giants versus Bears, divisional football. If you like today's action, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel on any thoughts that you have or anything and everything. And subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I appreciate all your guys' love and support. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.